Yo, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys, if you're new to the channel. And if you enjoyed this video. I know y'all seen this video. I actually just seen it from the Boxing Voice, called Deontay Wilder Breaks Down Taking His Training Back to the Basics. I got away with a lot of things. And in the video, Deontay Wilder basically explains that, you know, throughout his career, basically throughout his entire career, he hasn't been like preparing for fights the way, you know, champions are supposed to prepare for fights. Like when it comes to training camp, when he's preparing for a fight, he basically just hits mitts and spars. That's it. He says he doesn't run, you know, he doesn't do all the other traditional things that boxers normally do, right? And he says the reason he did that was because he got away with a lot of things, right? With his athleticism, with his, you know, punching power. And I guess what he was trying to say is the reason he wasn't focused on, you know, technique, because Deontay Wilder throughout his entire career has always lacked technique. That has been his biggest criticism when it comes to boxing fans. You know, people have always claimed that Deontay Wilder fights very windmilly. He fights like an amateur. And in this little clip, he in a way, he basically tells us how the reason he basically tells us that he wasn't always focused on learning technique because of the fact that he had such a big equalizer, which is his punching power. So he was mainly just focusing on throwing that right hand. So he's basically saying that he's going back to the basics. He wants to basically learn how to become a boxer again. That's basically what he's trying to say. Like, oh, you know, throughout my career, I felt that I was very confident with my power, so I basically neglected the rest of my, you know, the rest of my other techniques, you know, basically learning how to throw punching properly, you know, punches properly and stuff. So he's basically trying to learn how to become a boxer again. And that's why you see him jump roping. Like, I've never seen Deontay Wilder. When have you ever, you know, in the Boxing Voice also uploaded a little clip where Deontay Wilder was jump roping. You never see them like upload clips of Deontay Wilder jump roping or even running, because Deontay Wilder says, you know, he's never done that. But I guess now, since he's going back to the quote-unquote basics, he's going to be doing that. The thing is, isn't it a little too late for Deontay Wilder to start learning how to box now? I mean, the guy's 33 years old, going on 34. You know, he says on this clip, oh, you know, it's never too late to learn. But so he's basically saying that now at 33 years old, he's going to try and build his fundamentals, right? He's going to try and basically make himself the best version. And he claims that by doing this, he's going to be even more dangerous. A long time ago, when I remember years ago, before, rest in peace to Emanuel Stewart. I remember when Emanuel Stewart was still alive, or I think it was when he just died. At the time, I had just discovered Deontay Wilder, and I remember thinking, man, I would love to see Deontay Wilder train with Emanuel Stewart, because Emanuel Stewart always did good with fighters with the physique and the dimensions of Deontay Wilder. Like, when it comes to like his height and reach and his punching power, you know, Emanuel Stewart was a great trainer, and he trained guys like Vladimir Klitschko, who was 6'6", Tommy Hearns, who was a 6'1" giant welterweight. All these guys had one thing in common, like Wilder, they were all tall and lanky. So I always felt that Emanuel Stewart was a good match for Deontay Wilder, because I felt that his trainers, you know, just weren't teaching him, because he was very windmilly. They weren't teaching him correctly. So I always wanted Deontay Wilder to be trained by Emanuel Stewart. Obviously, it never happened because Emanuel Stewart died. Rest in peace, Emanuel Stewart. Great trainer. Hall of Fame trainer. So I always felt that Deontay Wilder like needed a new training, because I'm like, I always felt that Deontay Wilder just depended on his right hand. I didn't like that about Deontay Wilder, because it's like, bro, sometimes a fighter takes away your best punch, and then you have to depend on other attributes, your other, you know, you have to change the game plan. You can't just focus on A. He always focuses on plan A. Land that right hand. Land that right hand. I think what happened was Deontay Wilder realized against Fury that I could have lost. I think the reason he's doing this, and now he's trying to, you know, actually focus on technique, on boxing technique and boxing IQ for himself, is because I think the Fury fight scared him. He probably realized, yo, I could have lost against Fury. Fury was giving me a boxing lesson. I kept depending on that right hand, and look at how it almost cost me. Because think about it, had Wilder not landing those 2 right hands, he probably would have lost. He probably would have lost the fight. Like, many Deontay Wilder fans claim that, oh no, the draw was valid because Deontay Wilder dropped Fury twice. So basically what they're saying is, if Deontay Wilder did not drop Tyson Fury twice, they would have given the fight to Tyson Fury, right? So I think Deontay Wilder finally realizes that, you know what, I can't just depend on my right hand, because I've told you guys this several times. If Deontay Wilder just depends on his right hand, you know what's going to happen? He's going to eventually lose via decision, because a guy is going to be able to take away his right hand the way Tyson Fury was able to do it for 12 rounds, and it's going to go to the decisions, the scorecards, and this time they're going to give it to the guy, not to Deontay Wilder. They're going to give it to the guy who outboxed him. So maybe this is a good thing that Deontay Wilder is finally trying to box. Maybe he realizes that this might be the only way he might be able to give Anthony Joshua some type of issue. But I feel like it might be too late for Deontay Wilder to learn. I mean, the dude is like almost 34. Like, for years, people gave Deontay Wilder passes. Oh, Deontay Wilder just fights like this because he's 30, because he started boxing late at 19. That's why he fights so amateurish. But now Deontay Wilder admits that, you know, he was only focusing on throwing the right hand, and, you know, he wasn't training properly. So I don't want to hear no excuses that when Deontay Wilder loses, oh, it's because he just started learning boxing. Oh my God, please don't do that. Oh, he just started learning boxing technique. This might be a good thing for Wilder, just because, you know, he's going to basically at least attempt to improve his technique, his boxing technique and form. But maybe it might be a bad thing. I don't know. Is it too late for Deontay Wilder to do this? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'm out, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new.